Before we begin, if today has felt heavy, take a slow, deep breath, relax your shoulders, and just take a minute. Wherever you are right now, whether you're driving, folding the washing, walking the dog, or hiding in the pantry for some peace, I'm really glad you're here today. For the next little while, you don't have to fix anything. You don't have to solve anything. You don't have to be everything to everyone. You just get to be here. Welcome back to Rooted Women, a quiet place in a noisy world. I am Felicitas Whitley. Today's conversation started with a question I found myself asking recently. What if I don't actually need a different life? What if I just needed a different pace? Because if I'm honest, there has been moments where I have looked at my life and thought, why does everything feel so hard? Not because anything terrible was happening, not because I wasn't grateful. I love my family. I love being a mom. I love the life we have built, and yet there were days where I felt like I was sprinting through it, always rushing, always thinking about the next thing, always trying to get ahead, always trying to catch up. It felt like I was living one step in front of my own life. And maybe you have felt that too. Maybe you've noticed yourself rushing your children out the door only to realize there was nowhere that important to be. Maybe you have caught yourself saying, hurry up, come on, we're gonna be late. So many times in one morning that it's almost become background noise. I know I have. And one day it really hit me. I wasn't just rushing through my day. I was rushing through my life. That thought stopped me in my tracks because childhood is slow, love is slow, connection is slow, healing is slow, growth is slow. But somewhere along the way, we started believing that faster is better, that busy means successful, that productivity equals worth, that if we are not constantly moving, we are somehow falling behind. Behind who? That's the question I keep asking myself. Who exactly are we racing? Because it feels like so many women are exhausting trying to keep up with the finish line that keeps moving. You clean the house and tomorrow it needs cleaning again. You do the washing and there's another basket waiting for you. You always answer the emails, you cook the meals, you pack the lunches, you pay the bills, you book appointments and organize them, tick things off the list, only to wake up tomorrow with another list waiting for you. It's exhausting. And I wonder how many of us have quietly started believing that this is just what life is supposed to feel like. Fast, busy, relentless. But I don't think that's true. I think we've become so used to living in survival mode that we don't even recognize it anymore. Our nervous systems are constantly switched on, even when we're sitting down. Have you ever finally had 5 minutes to yourself, and instead of relaxing, your brain immediately starts listing everything you should be doing? Mine does. Sometimes I sit down with a cup of coffee that I've been looking for all morning, and before I even taken a sip, I'm mentally writing tomorrow's shopping list, thinking about what the kids need for school, wondering if I reply to all the messages, planning dinner, remembering the washing, thinking about work, thinking about life, and suddenly my coffee is cold. And I realized I wasn't actually there. My body was sitting on the couch, but my mind was somewhere else entirely. I think that's what so many women are craving. Not a holiday, not a completely different life, but presence. The ability to actually be where they are. To drink the coffee while it's too hot. To hear the laughter coming from the next room. To watch the sunset without immediately reaching for the phone to make an appointment or to read something. To sit beside their child and not be mentally somewhere else. And I know that's easier said than done. Life is busy, I get it. Children are demanding, bills still need paying, laundry doesn't magically disappear. I'm not talking about pretending that responsibilities don't exist. I'm talking about asking ourselves, can I stop rushing myself through every single moment? Can I leave a few things until tomorrow? Can I believe that not everything has to happen today? Because here's what I've realized. The to-do list will never be finished. There will always be something to do. Always another job. Always another responsibility. Always another email. Always another load of washing. If I am waiting until everything is done before I let myself enjoy my life, I would be waiting forever. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to spend years having fun, not racing through life. I don't want my boys to remember a mom who was always in a hurry. I want them to remember a mom who noticed things, who laughed, who sat on the floor a little longer, who listened, who wasn't always looking over her shoulder for the next thing that needed to be done. And honestly, I want that for me too, because I deserve to enjoy my life while I'm living it. And so do you. Maybe slowing down doesn't mean changing your whole life. Maybe it starts much smaller than that. Maybe it's taking 3 deep breaths before you walk inside after school. Maybe it's sitting outside with your morning coffee for 5 minutes. Maybe it's leaving the dishes until tomorrow. Maybe it's saying no to something that doesn't really matter. Maybe it's looking at your child when they're telling you a story, and instead of folding the washing, you are actually listening to them. Tiny moments, tiny decisions, tiny reminders that life isn't happening later. It's happening now. I read something recently that said, the days are long, but the years are short. And isn't that just true? The days can feel, but somehow the years disappear. I don't want to miss them because I was too busy trying to keep up with the life that was never asking me to run. Before we finish today, I want to leave you with one thought. Maybe you don't need a different life. Maybe your life isn't broken. Maybe you're just tired of living at a pace your heart was never designed for. And if that's true, maybe this week your goal isn't to do more. Maybe your goal is to simply notice more. One deep breath, one slow coffee, one unrushed conversation, one moment where you remind yourself, I don't have to sprint through my own life. Before you go today, I want to leave one thing here today. Maybe it's the pressure to rush. Maybe it's the belief that everything has to happen right now. Maybe it's the feeling that you're always behind. You don't have to carry it anymore. Take a deep breath, drop your shoulders, and be gentle with yourself this week. You don't have to become someone else. You just have to come home to yourself. Thank you so much for listening today. I am so glad you were here. Until next time, stay rooted.